I have a story time for y'all. This was under one of my videos. She says, I grew up in conservative Christianland. What I notice is by the time you start to question your upbringing, you're already married. And then someone else says, 100% true. That's why they push you to get married young, especially the women. Now, this is the comment that made me probe deeper. She says, exactly. I'm lucky though. I married a gay man instead of an anti-feminist a-hole. We were besties and deconstructed together and divorced peacefully. So this woman got married to a gay man. She didn't know that he was gay, but this led me to jump into her inbox and ask her for more. Here is her story time. If it takes longer than the 3 minutes, I will continue with the part 2. She says, me and my ex Matthew were raised in the Church of Christ, which is pretty similar to Baptist. I hadn't dated my entire life, crippling insecurity, quite shy. He was the first to ask me on a date, and we had been friends before, so I was thrilled. So as you might imagine, I didn't see the signs that he was attracted to me like he should be because we were scared and insecure, and we weren't supposed to be having sex anyways. Side note, this is quite common. He told me that he suffered from the same-sex attraction, and I didn't care as long as he was attracted to me. He truly wanted to be, but wasn't truly. So we did what we were supposed to and got engaged and married within a 15-month span. I was 22. We get along incredibly well, and even though my intuition was popping off all around the sex issue, I went along with it. Sex, as you can imagine, did not go well. We were too insecure to talk about it in a healthy way. So we painfully tried for about 6 months until he said he couldn't keep trying. And then we had our first honest discussion about divorce. We decided that it wasn't that bad to be married without sex. What if one of us became paraplegic or something? Would we then? We decided, of course not. We were young and pretty codependent, as well as spent all of our time together because we like to. After a few years, we both started wanting more, so bad, but shoved it down. In addition to no sex, he didn't really touch me, was not affectionate. We both wanted to truly be loved. I found out that after he felt guilty and took an I made my bed, now I have to lie in it approach. We became very not Christian, and I did a lot of work on myself over the years. I'm actually going to stop it right there, and I'm going to create a part 2. So stay tuned. Okay, so we left off the story at he made his bed, now he has to lie in it. And that was the approach that her ex, Matthew, was taking. Okay, so she says, we became very not Christian, and I did a lot of work on myself over the years. So there was a time where I began to believe in myself and more offhandedly said, it would be hard, but we would both be okay if we split up. And it took him about 2 seconds to say, I want a divorce. All he needed to know was that I was going to be okay. And then we slowly started the process. 4 years of marriage. Everyone freaked out because we seemed... Everyone freaked out because we seemed like the perfect couple. Besties. My family and our Christian friends effing hate him now for doing this to me and being generally homophobic. And as for Matthew and I, we will always have a truly special friendship. He's married to a man that's perfect for him and has accepted me in their lives as an important friend. I've had a harder time finding a person for me, but really love being in relationships with people who are attracted to me. Had to do a lot of healing around sex, as you can imagine, with this being my first and only experience entering the dating world as a 26-year-old woman with issues. Also took me a few years to realize I'm bi, which is funny to me now. Anyways, she's 34 now, a mental health therapist living in the mountains of North Carolina, just as happy as a clam. And she wanted to say, just to relate to the video, I got so lucky. He was incredibly respectful, shared all the housework equally, and was sort of naturally, if not politically, a feminist. I could so easily see how I could have gone wrong, though. I was taught godly men were what was attractive, which could totally be achieved with weird manipulative power. So I with that conversation that I had started, I was able to understand that growing up from the bottom up, if you are a young person, you are literally brainwashed at an early age, and this type of indoctrination is seen as normal. Jumping into relationships at 18, 19, 20, this is normal. So they don't have any other barometer to say that maybe they should wait and get married after they know themselves a little bit more. And that is purposeful. Religion is purposeful in that way. Take the girls from a young and early age so they don't know any better and they don't have any baseline for healthy behaviors, knowing themselves, being assertive, all the things that these anti-feminists hate. Anyways, jump in the comments, tell me what you think, like, comment, share.